Slye is a bounty hunter on the clock away from his homeland. The flight was long delayed, so he needed a drink. Sickle is also a bounty hunter that recognizes Slye's armor is from the central region. Ya was the outlawed bounty that Slye and Sickle were there for. He's wanted for pummeling Salvo Maggie's son, Sebas. Ya, knowing that those bounty hunters are there for him, makes fast friends with Slye and Sickle and gets them blackout drunk. Slye and Sickle wake up in the back of the bar the next morning. Slye annoyed while Sickle impressed. Ja, waiting for the bounty hunters outside the bar's porch steps, greets an annoyed Slye. Ja begins to brief Slye on his long hatred for Salvo Maggio. Slye lets Ja know that he can relate, considering that Salvo was a top-notch warlord from his region. A warlord that terrorized Slye's village, a village known to harvest strong and smart young boys and soldiers. Sickle smells the herb in the air and joins them with a blonde barmaid that he was talking to. Ja, Slye, and Sickle smoke and drink all day and night again, bonding and enjoying the bar and barmaids. Slye notices a note on Ja's cap and reads it. The note has a message for Slye. Sickle comes down from the rooms upstairs where he spent the night with the blonde barmaid unknown to the situation. Slye shows the note to Ja and asks if he has a plan. Ja tells the boys to get ready because they gotta move now. On arrival back to his village, Slye walks alone for now, to go check on his village and loved ones. Slye runs into Sebas, arrogantly standing outside the beach dock waiting for Slye. Slye begins to laugh and clown on the broken nose Ja left him 2 weeks ago. While Slye is still laughing, Sebas lunges forward to attack Slye, trying to catch him slipping. Ja comes out of nowhere and slaps Sebas to prevent Slye from being cheap-shotted, to which Sickle appears and slams Sebas to the dock floors. Sebas, now outnumbered, looks terrified and takes off from the trio, but Ja is annoyed at Sebas and begins to chase him. Sebas was not only running for his life, but to also lure Slye to Salvo. However, it was Ja who followed him to Slavo's trap. Salvo is waiting for Slye but sees Ja instead. Visibly annoyed, he remains silent and waits for an explanation. Ja simply lights another cigarette and greets Salvo. Salvo, not amused, commands his fighters to attack. Ja, angry because he just lit his cigarette, begins to fight as well, cigarette still in mouth. Sickle joins the fight to help Ja and keep the odds more even. After defeating Salvo's fighters, Ja and Sickle turn their attention to Salvo. Ja asks Salvo for a beer. Salvo hears rummaging behind him. It's Slye asking where he keeps his beers because he wants one too. Salvo, enraged, pulls an old weapon, a relic from before the nuclear fallout, points it at Slye. Slye, with a keen defensive maneuver, kicks the gun out of Salvo's hand. Slye then again attacks Salvo to prevent him from picking up the gun. However, before Slye can even turn to pick up the gun, Sebas has the gun in his hand, pointing it at Slye. Suddenly, a rock the size of a baseball hits Sebas square on his head, rendering Sebas to drop the gun. Ja had thrown the rock at Sebas to save Slye, and Sickle was dying of laughter when he saw Ja throw the rock with precision to knock out Sebas again. The trio of Misfits managed to execute their plan, Salvo and Sebas were tied up. Slye and Sickle deal with the interrogation while Ja is off to side watching them fail at getting info. Ja, annoyed at Salvo, bypasses Slye and Sickle and tries to burn Salvo's left eye with his cigarette. Sickle, enraged at Ja for even considering torture, gets in Ja's way and the two begin to skirmish. Ja holding his own, but Sickle's obvious strength was pushing him back. The two then fall to the ground after Slye kicked their heads to cool them off. Sebas awakes, sees that he's tied up with his father. Crying out loud, begins to frantically ask his father what will be done to them. Ja, Slye, and Sickle, with a confused, almost worried look on their faces, tell Sebas that they won't be torturing them. Ja tells Sebas to chill out. Salvo commands Sebas to stop talking, then warns Ja, Slye, and Sickle about what is to come. Now that they know guns still exist, they will come for you. Ja, unbothered by the warning from Salvo, tells them to fuck off and enjoy the sunset. The trio laugh, put Salvo and Sebas inside a container, and they walk away still laughing at Sebas getting hit by the rock Ja threw.